Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today's video is kind of one of these questions of kind of wondering, It's one of these questions that where I've been wondering which exotic weapon is the best exotic weapon. Now, that question seems really silly because every exotic weapon is in a different category and every exotic weapon has its own benefits, has its disadvantages, has its advantages, has things that make it stand out. And so it's going to be a very difficult question to ask. And so I'm here standing looking at my measly collection of exotics that I've been able to scrounge since the game began. And the reason I'm asking this question is because I'm trying to see if it's actually worth putting in the time to invest in farming for the Eagle Bearer. And because the reason I say this is because, it's one of those things where, you're going to have to grind the raid. And, like I said, we have a Discord where we have LFG groups. And the only thing is just making out time in order to dedicate to the raid. I hate leaving raid groups because, some people who've played with me have seen that sometimes in the middle of a raid, I'm like, guys, I got to go put the kids in bed. I got to go do this. I got to go help, and that's just life. That's just the way it is. And I understand that the time I take out to do YouTube also will eat into my time I can use to game. So it's very difficult. But if I really wanted to go crazy for it, I'm thinking to myself, should I bother going for the Eagle Bearer? And the reason I'm asking the question even is because somebody made a statement and said, who needs the Eagle Bearer when you have the Nemesis? They said the Nemesis is the best exotic, weapon. And I think it's very good. I think it's in the marksman rifle class. I think it's amazing, but I would not go as far as saying it's the best, but I have seen comments saying it's the best. I've also seen comments saying the Eagle Bearer is the best. And, I'm thinking to myself, well, as in regards to being a trophy, gathering thing, I probably need to get it. I'm a trophy hunter. I like to hunt, for some of the best and rarest stuff. I don't have the Merciless because, it got nerfed once I got interested. Well, it got put back to what it was supposed to be. I don't think I'll call it a nerf, but I think it got really hit hard. So I don't know if it's even worth taking my time. The Pestilence I don't have. I'm usually not in the dark zone, but I think I have a better chance of getting the Pestilence than I do getting the Merciless. So I think I'll probably go into Dark Zone, take maybe 30-minute runs and knock out a few checkpoints and just hit up all the bosses and see if one of them will drop it for me. Maybe do that like dedicatedly for, a few days. Hopefully I'll get it. And then maybe to influence the RNG, I'll run an LMG. Many of you don't know that you can influence the RNG because the RNG actually follows a relevant system. I know many people will laugh at me when I say that, but I think it does. You just, whatever your opinion is about it, that's fine. And so what I want to achieve with this video is in the comment section, I want a discussion to get started. That's not the way I want to start this video. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be really short. I want us to get down to the bottom of this question, which may seem silly because I need to make some time to go back and working on the Gamey Daddy website. I am working on a website where I've written some articles and some tutorials on how to actually start a YouTube gaming channel and overcome some of the challenges. So if you want to check it out, link in the description below, shameless plug. So let's jump into the video and let's see if we can answer this question. So which exotic weapon is the best? Now, that question, honestly, when I wanted to ask it, it seemed like a stupid question to me. They say there's no such thing as a stupid question, but I think they're stupid questions. But this one is kind of it's kind of towing the line of a stupid question, but we have many things to look at so that, we can maybe answer this question. Because if you look at my wall here, I have a very measly collection of exotics, and I have not had time to dedicate to farming my exotics. In the Division 1, I have all the exotic weapons that are there. I don't know if I've maybe thrown them, but I've had them all. But here in the Division 2, I want to gather all of them for the sake of trophy hunting. And I also wanted to see if it's actually worth investing the time in the rarest and most coveted right now, which is the Eagle Bearer. So in the comment section, leave comments stating why you think a specific exotic weapon is the best for you, because I think that's where that answer is probably going to gravitate towards. Because I've seen comments saying, who cares about the Eagle Bearer when we have the Nemesis, which I genuinely think the Nemesis is a solid addition to the exotics. You know what, guys? I have to give credit to the developers. As much as I, hammer down on some of the things that I do not agree with them doing, I have to say that these exotic collections for the Division 2 have been some of the best exotics, hands down. hands down, that we've seen in the whole division cycle. I mean, yes, in the Division 1, we had some exotics that did very well, but these, they all do well. The Liberty is solid. The Chatterbox is solid. I have the Sweet Dreams / Lullaby. Lullaby came with the pre-order or something, and I was able to put together the Nemesis, which was pretty cool. And I also have the Dodge City holster, which is, I think, our first exotic gear, which you have to run around and get. So thinking about this and, saying which exotic weapon should I, invest my time in, I think the comment section can be very revealing as to how people bother using these exotics. Some people may say it's not even worth, farming something like the Pestilence, which I think I have a better chance of getting my hands on if I dedicated, maybe 30 minutes of my play session each time I log in to go into the Dark Zone and hit up some landmarks and hopefully get a drop for it. And so that might be a good investment to get that weapon for the trophy's sake. But when it comes to utility and use, I wonder if it's even going to be a good weapon. To me right now, my favorite exotic is number one, the Sweet Dreams, because when I'm running an LMG, I enjoy that evasive talent. That evasive talent really makes a very good talent that you can use. And it says, while equipped, dodging reloads 25% of your current weapon magazine. Now, for those of you who are, really excited about the Stoner LMG, which takes 200 rounds base, if you have the Gunner, you have 50 more rounds. Some people were able to get some with extra, which is more clips in the magazine. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but boy, does it fire forever. And so this talent on your shotgun as your secondary weapon will definitely take you to a different level of consistent damage output. I'm talking suppressive fire that for days. And so it's one of those that I really enjoy. But then when you come to the assault rifle side, you look at the Chatterbox, which gives you the Blabbermouth talent. While holstered, reloading your weapon within 5 seconds after a kill grants 20% rate of fire for 10 seconds. Very useful. Then you go look at the Nemesis as well, and then you're like, whoa, this is the marksman rifle that that takes it to a whole different level. I don't have gear score 500 one, but I heard once you hit 500, everyone's going to have the same standard. And I'm not even worried about it because it still does a good job when I run it with the marksman rifle build. And then, you also have the Eagle Bearer, which is just one of the best hands down solo farming weapons. But if you have a P416, you're not really a good P416, then you're kind of close to enjoying almost what the Eagle Bearer, I'm going to say almost. Maybe you're kind of around the, the neighborhood of, let's not say almost. Almost would be like the neighbor. But let's say the neighborhood of the Eagle Bearer from what I've seen, and my P416 is hitting almost 26,000, and I guarantee you there's probably a drop out there for me. Or if I decide that I wanted to lose, some more of my blues and go for more damage output, then, doing a crit chance version, swapping this mask, getting Wyvern, getting more damage to elites, that's most likely going to take this thing to a whole different level for me. So at the end of the day, I think it boils down to you. But for the sake of time investment, for the sake of those who might be asking, if you're in the comment section and you have the Eagle Bearer, or you don't have the Eagle Bearer, or you're one of those that has the Eagle Bearer and you just put it in a stash, let us know why in the comment section. Let's keep this conversation going. I'll happily be reading these comments because it's going to give me a direction on where I need to go be farming and what exotics I need to get, because I really want the Merciless. I like the way it looks. I enjoy the aesthetics and everything from seeing other people running it. And so that might be something worth where I'm running the Hyena missions to hopefully get one of those. I was able to get the Sweet Dreams from the CDC mission, and that's been all the drops, the exotic drops I've gotten ever. And then I have my Liberty, and then Chatterbox. Somebody just kind of walked me through everything, and I was able to get all the pieces and put it together. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for your time and your audience. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all your participation in the channel. To you guys that are subscribing, I really appreciate you guys so much. Those of you who are commenting, who are watching these videos, you guys really, really make this worth doing. So that's it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.